What's up, Pisces? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a bonus tarot reading for Halloween. All Hallows Eve, Samhain, all the names. Samhain is the Celtic holiday where it kind of originated, where they celebrated the harvest. And of course, it kind of evolved to more of a where we celebrate the dead in a way, like we honor them, which has to do, of course, with, harvest is the cold time of year when everything's dead, like the trees and the plants and everything. So kind of represents death, and you honor the dead because death and life are inseparable, right? One defines the other. And with that being said, the moon is only going to be a waning gibbous. That just means it's getting less illumined from the full moon, which was only a couple days ago. So it's still going to be 90% illuminated. So it's still going to be a pretty powerful moon. It will be at 11 degrees Gemini on Halloween. I mean, it's going to be more than that, of course. It's going to be moving. So it's going to be in Gemini in general. And it will be in the sixth mansion of the moon, and I'll put a picture of that up. For Pisces ascendant, that's going to fall in your fourth or third house, so it's house of communication. So you might find communication a little weird. The energies might be a little weird around communicating. And then fourth house, of course, is your home. Maybe you just want to decorate for Halloween. Maybe you have a lot of Halloween decorations up, that type of stuff. It could also represent the mother. So maybe you want to see your mother on Halloween or something like that for whatever reason. I'm going to get you a moon card, and we're going to look at these cards. You got the last judgment or the final judgment. You got the Three of Wands, which is right here. Both of these came out. You got the Lord of Established Strength, which is the Three of Wands, and then you got Eight of Cups, which is the Lord of Abandoned Success, which is a Pisces card, by the way. It's Saturn in Pisces. You see these two? These are, your dreams need a practical plan and a time to give rather than take. Well, I always like to think that it's always a time for give and take, but you can't just focus on the take aspect, right? So you got to give sometimes, and it's very important. And your dreams need a practical plan. So whatever your dreams are, whatever your plans are for the future, you're going to have a practical plan for them, right? And it has to do something with giving. And, the sign of Pisces is all about, sacrificing, giving, and helping others. It's what the sign's about. Right, so healing others is what Pisces is all about, or helping others. They do it naturally. So do Virgos. Both those signs are about that, and it's the same axis, right? They're solar opposites. The last judgment, it's called the Spirit of the Primal Fire in this one, and then the Three of Wands, the Lord of Established Strength, and the Lord of Abandoned Success. You might have to make a final judgment about something that you're established in, or that you feel like you're established in, or maybe even a way you used to live your life. Maybe you lived your life in a certain way and you've established it in that way, but you're going to have to make a specific judgment about it to change it because something has changed, right? Maybe in some ways you feel abandoned or like you experience loss in some way, and so you're going to have to make a change. And it's part of life, right? It is. It's unfortunate. I mean, and I don't know the way that it's going to be different for every Pisces, and I don't know the way that it's going to come about for you, but you're going to have to make a decision, right? You've lived your life established in a specific way, but for whatever reason, there's something that's made you feel abandoned or lost in some way, something that has changed in your life or that's changed in your mind or your heart or whatever it is that's stopping you from being able to move forward. And that'd be different for any Pisces. Like I said, some of you could be Pisces sun, some of Pisces moon, some ascendant, some have a stellium in Pisces. Maybe you have Neptune in Pisces with a bunch of aspects on it. Either way, that would make Pisces prominent in your chart. And so the timing on all this will be different for everyone because it's a general reading. But it looks like you're going to have to make a judgment on it, right? And we're going to get some clarifiers to kind of see. You have to make a practical plan about it. It looks like you're going to have to give in some way. You're going to have to give of yourself, or you're going to have to give, maybe even give something away. It could be like you have to give, maybe maybe you used to have a relationship with someone, and then you still have stuff of theirs, and y'all separated for whatever reason, and like you're clinging to those things, and maybe it's keeping you sad or something like that. And then what really needs to be done is you got to decide to give them away in some way, or at least not have them out all the time to where you can see them, because it's going to remind you, maybe make you sad, or something like that. And it could be that maybe you've decided that to abandon something that you thought that you wanted to do for whatever reason because you were established in it, or that you felt it was an established way of being, like whether it be a job or just the way you deal with people or the way you hold yourself or live your life, or like a set of beliefs, like your own personal axioms, like whether they be like moral or dogmatic, whatever way. And you decided, I got to make a decision and change them because it's not really working for me anymore, right? And whatever this is, it's something that you're manifesting or that you're creating. That's on the bottom there. You could have fire in your chart. It could be a fire sign that you separated from, right? In some way. And it could just be that you need to move forward in that way, like passionately, right? On the Three of Wands, you have art. And art in this deck is it's temperance, right? It's balance, and it's still creating, right? So you're wanting to create from an established standpoint. But you may have to make a change in some way, right? And you have the Magus here, which is also creating, and you have everything you need to create on the Eight of Cups here. So whatever it is, you're creating it, and you have everything you need to create it. And whatever this change is, or whatever this judgment, whatever this change is, it happens suddenly. Because the Tower's here on the final judgment. It happens suddenly, and now you're having to make a decision about it. A decision about how you want to create your future and the way that you want to do it. But you might have to give something up. You have to give something up because, time to give rather than take. It's something you have to give up so that you can move forward in a healthy way, right? So you can make that practical plan. Either way, it looks all good. Either way, it looks like whatever this is, you're past it, or you're in the process of moving past it, and that's a good thing. That's a positive thing, Pisces, for sure. Either way, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting, Pisces. The algorithm didn't help me much last time, I guess, because I missed a couple weeks because I got sick, so I lost 2 subs instead of gained, so that really kind of sucks. But either way, you don't have to sub if you don't want to, or like or comment, but I'm just grateful that you're here and grateful for the view. Either way, happy Samhain, happy Halloween, happy All Saints Day, whatever you want to call it. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you have a good Halloween. Hope to see you here again